Below is a unique, rewritten English version of the story. I removed timestamps, changed names and locations, and rephrased the narrative to avoid duplication while keeping the emotional arc intact. When my former girlfriend reappeared after 10 years of silence, she joked that I'd gone all classical, as if I'd transformed into someone unrecognizable. Back when I was 14, I used to tease a girl in my class. Lightly, stupidly. Yet she always laughed, even when the joke was on her. She was the kind of person who smiled through everything. We became inseparable best friends, which eventually led her to give our relationship a chance. After months of dancing around each other, she finally said yes. We talked constantly at school, planned our futures like we were already halfway there, and everyone around us insisted we were the perfect pair. My parents adored her. Her family welcomed me just the same. It was the sort of youthful love that makes you believe anything is possible. Then she told me she had to move to the capital province with her sister to attend a specialized school. I stayed behind in our small coastal town, preparing for university. I insisted that we could make long-distance work, that love made distance irrelevant. She agreed, and for the first months, everything was fine. We talked every day. On our 4th anniversary, she called and said something I etched into my memory. No matter what happens, wait for me. I promise I'll come back. I told her I'd wait forever if I had to. And then, she was gone. Her phone stopped working. All her social media accounts vanished. I panicked, thinking something terrible had happened, and reached out to her friends and family. That's when I learned she had new accounts, but none that included me. She had shut me out of her life entirely, without a single word. I was devastated. I barely ate for weeks. My grades crashed. My friends tried to help, but nothing made any difference. One day, a girl who used to know her found me on campus and asked to speak privately. She handed me a letter. In it, my ex wrote that she couldn't handle a long-distance relationship anymore, that she wanted to move on, and that she wished me the best. That was it. No call, no explanation. Just a message delivered through someone else. I cried all night, but eventually I forced myself to respect her decision and continue with my life. About a year later, I met someone new on campus, a quiet girl named Mara. She always wore oversized hoodies and kept her curls tied back. We bonded over late-night study sessions and shared classes, and over time, our friendship grew into something deeper. One day she showed up dressed differently, her hair loose, and I suddenly realized how beautiful she was. After nearly a year of friendship, I worked up the courage to tell her how I felt. Her whole face lit up. She admitted she had liked me for a long time, but never wanted to make the first move because of cultural expectations. We started dating, then married, and now we have a wonderful daughter. 8 years of love, laughter, and loyalty. Mara is my partner in everything. The person who taught me what real love feels like. And then last week, I got a call from an unfamiliar number. When I answered, I heard a voice I hadn't heard in a decade. "Hey, it's me. Can we meet for coffee? I really need to talk to you." It was my ex. Curious and admittedly unsettled, I agreed. When she walked into the cafe downtown, she looked almost exactly the same. For a moment, it felt like stepping into the past. She reminisced about old memories, laughed at jokes I had forgotten, told me she had missed our connection, that she'd thought about me all these years. Then her eyes drifted to my left hand. She saw my wedding ring. Her expression collapsed instantly. "You're married?" she asked, her voice sharp. "You have a wife?" I nodded. 6 years now. We have a daughter." She stared at me like I had betrayed her. "But you promised you'd wait for me," she said. "You said forever. How could you just move on?" I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "You left," I said quietly. "You disappeared for 10 years. You sent me a letter saying you wanted to end things. What was I supposed to do?" She looked down, suddenly fragile, as if only now understanding the consequences of what she'd done, and that's where the conversation ended.